Today, Martin and I are discussing investment properties. We're here at 23 St. Marie Street, downtown Collingwood, and we had some success with this building. Martin, you've owned this building for 13 years?
13 years, and it's been a great investment for me. I think we wanted to talk about long-term holding, or at least medium-term holding. I've gotten a great return on investment here, sort of 5-6% on a continuous basis, and on top of that, we've seen an increase in value of about 3 to 4%, and so it's been a great 10% return for me over that length of time.
If you were to talk about holding a property, talk about how does that work in your real estate investments? How does it work for you in your age? How would it work for me in my age?
Well, it works at every age, really, to hold for quite some time. The wonderful thing is, with the low mortgage rates, you can get a positive cash flow while you're holding it, and so the mortgage is being paid down. And on top of that, of course, you're getting a little increase in value. Now, being a long-term holder is important because there are cycles in selling real estate, and you have to make sure that you wait until the cycle is positive for the seller to do the selling. So sometimes you buy something and you want to flip it right away. Well, the timing isn't right. So, having that 12, 13 years or so means that you will have some good positive up cycles.
I know that myself, I've invested in both residential real estate and I've invested in commercial. You've done the same thing. You've also done a little bit of development. Can you talk about maybe a little bit of pros, cons, or observations that you've had with the difference between residential and commercial?
Wonderful thing about commercial tenants are that they stay a long time. I'm only on my second tenant on the ground floor here. The first one stayed 8-9 years, and so we're just on the second tenant. And great thing about commercial advantage is that it's their place of business, and they pay the rent on time, and they do the maintenance. The disadvantage on commercial real estate is a little bit more difficult to finance. The banks are a little bit more demanding on especially non-owner occupied commercial. Residential is a little easier to finance, but has a lower rate of return.
Very good. So this is a great opportunity to encourage you to reach out and chat with either Martin or I if you want to consider investment as part of your real estate portfolio. We are both most happy to answer any questions that you have. It's worth sitting down, having a coffee, coming up with a little bit of a plan, looking at your personal situation, and together we can come up with what works best for you. So thanks for stopping in and listening to our video blog, and we're happy to answer any questions that you might have.
And 10% return ain't so bad.